anyone that's got their ears on. I'm Bill 49 Spitfire 08 for takeoff. Anyone that's coming up on the western taxiway, there are a couple of bomb craters, be aware. I think I'm the only one here. Okay, final checks, lights on. That was lucky. I got quite a freeze then, just at the wrong moment. There's Laxor down there in an A10. And I've only just opened my chat box, my chat window, so if anyone was trying to message me at the beginning of this, I wouldn't have been aware of it.
Stage I 2023. Hey Bill.
Hi Steg, welcome.
Ghetto Zebras. Hello.
Hello Ghetto, nice to see you back. Nice.
Stage I 2023. Hey Ghetto.
I very nearly crashed earlier on when I buzzed Laxor, because just as I got in front of him, probably
Stage I 2023.
yards in front of him,
Great shot on
I've
that
got a
last
freeze.
plane you took down.
Thank you, Stigger. Yeah, I was just in front of Laxor and I got a freeze.
Stage I 2023-07. Hello Mr. Stage I. Stage I 2023. Spotted any 109 yet?
No 109s so far. Let's have a look. A20s are coming in, but without escort. So I'll have a go at them, but I'm not sure why they haven't got an escort. I mean, they were redirected, I think, to attack a different area, so they didn't draw 109s into this area immediately, because it's very difficult to deal with them. They come in and they just blow you apart before you can take off.
124 check.
Yeah, copy that, sir.
I'm noticing something a little bit odd with the units that are flying around, or rather should be flying around, over at Ekat. They're not there.
Oh, they're here. They're over Mozdok. I'm just looking at them.
Yeah, so that would imply that the unit respawn has gone wrong, both on the red side and the blue side, because the blue units aren't there anymore.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm wondering if it's worth a quick mission restart, just to put that back to where it is, where it should be.
Okay, let me just have a quick shot at this 120.
Yep, no worries.
Actually, I'm firing from much further back than I normally would, and I'm actually getting hits, so maybe I will attack from further away. except I'm out of ammo. So yeah, whatever you like now. I've just had a go at the 120 and I don't think you're going to carry on.
Distance for the various ranges.
Say again, Laxor.
I think can you tune the sights to so you tune the sight rate width for the width of the aircraft and the height of the sight based upon the distance you are from the aircraft?
Yeah, you can. It's the distance that you expect it, that like your convergence distance combined with the width of the aircraft's wings. I'm just making a quick emergency landing because it obviously hit my engine and it's just cut out, so I'm making an emergency.
Okay, I'll wait until you're down and then we'll do a quick mission restart because then that keeps everything even for everyone.
No gear.
Well, that could have gone an awful lot worse under all circumstances.
Stage I 2023. Oh gear this time.
Yeah, it looks like they got your hydraulics. I see you bouncing around the fortification there as you went past.
Yeah, hold on, I want to see if I don't think I've got any hydraulics. The engine was racing as well, so no prop pitch, and that sort of goes along with what I figured, and still haven't checked that the prop pitch is controlled by hydraulics, because I hit it and it doesn't affect you straight away. It's only after the hydraulics have drained out that you then get the problem and the engine starts racing wildly. As I thought, oh yeah, they got both tyres, so I've got two flat tyres, shot to bits, and I've got a walk away landing. Let's just prove that. Hold on.
So I don't know if you caught what I just said, but there appears to be a 0G leak in your right wing at the point where the wing meets fuselage.
What, as a 0G? Hang on, say again.
Yeah, it's dripping up instead of down.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm assuming that's like bubbles of something, like in a bubble machine. I imagine it's something like that. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. I've seen this before.
Have we just confirmed that the Spitfire in fact runs on bubble mixture?
Runs on lemonade.
Lemonade that's been carbonated, not with carbonation, not with carbon dioxide, but helium.
Yeah.
Starting to get addicted to the warbirds.
Whenever you want to change that, that's fine.
It's not as pretty as the Spit.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll put the command through Discord and it will restart in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, Ghetto. I've also trialled the P47, starting to get addicted. This is what I like to hear. Starting to get addicted to the warbirds. That I really like the idea of. It's not as pretty as the Spit. No, it isn't. But it does its own job, and it's more of a boom and zoomer. It's not a turner. So yeah, very good. And also, if you haven't already tried the P51, do a trial on that, because what I find with the P51 is that wherever your sight is, that's where your bullets are going to fall. Some aircraft are not quite as accurate as that, and certainly with the Mosquito, you have to aim. I find that you have to aim at the base of the target to hit it. So you're making a little adjustment there, but with the P51 it goes right there, and it's capable of rockets as well. Laxor's going to restart the mission.
Stage I 2023. Bill, will you make turn up a bit?
Might turn up a bit. It's at max at the moment. Is it still soft while I'm speaking, or is it only when I'm flying?
Stage I 2023. It's a lot more quiet compared to the person you're talking to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, talking to Laxor. So Laxor's
Get
voice
those
is coming
errors.
along a lot louder than
You'll
mine.
have to give it a look sometime as well. Nice.
I'm not sure how to deal with that one. I could turn Laxor down, I think. I don't really want to do that. I want to bring my mic up, but I can't see that I've got a separate option for that. Tell me if this makes any difference. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did that make any difference? Did it go louder? I don't think it did.
Laxer_Barasilicase. The mission has changed on server.
Changed? The mission has changed. Oh, so I wonder why, and what do we do about that? I'll get in an aircraft and then we can speak on aircraft radio, which is quicker.
Laxer_Barasilicase. This is the wrong mission. It has changed.
Ah, well, what would cause that? I mean, I certainly haven't been in there and done anything, so, and obviously you won't have done, because you'd be aware of it, so what would cause that to just change?
Laxer_Barasilicase. Not sure. We'll log on.
Log on to the server. Yeah, copy that. Right, so Lexor's going to take a look. We might have to restart after he's looked. This might be my time to get myself a can, because I've got no drink in front of me at the moment. Oh yes, it's back to the other version of the mission where the 120s are coming in with 109 escort, 109 escort. They're going to shoot me to bits then, aren't they? Got a bit of rubber banding as well, I think. Yeah, it's rubber banding. Okay, I'm going to grab myself a can. Might as well take an opportunity for a quick comfort break.
Think just that Laxus mic is set a lot louder than yours.
Well, mine is set as loud as it'll go, but it's a cheap mic, but it's the one I've always used.
Sounds good.
Yeah, this is the mic I've always used. What sounds good, Ghetto? Getting a beer? Looks like the mission must be restarting, so maybe Lexor's reverted it to the one that, the more recent. It swapped back to an older version. So let's see what happens now. But I've still got to get a drink, etc.
Ghetto zebras. Yup. Joining up in the server. Laxa_barasilicase. Now clear. Ghetto zebras. The mic isn't bad. I do have all my volumes up high at all times though.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing sometimes to get a good balance. I want the aircraft sound to be okay. Tell me if you lose my count. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me if you hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, did you hear that count? Only asking because I just adjusted a volume that might be affecting it, but I
Stage I
suspect
2023.
not. You did hear it, right?
Yes.
So that volume isn't affecting it. What I'll do, I don't know. See, I want to bring my volume up, not Laxor's volume or the aircraft volume down. Let me have a quick look. Hold on. I wonder if I can boost it. Hold on. Okay, has that made any difference at all? I've just boosted something, but I suspect it's made no difference.
Stage I 2023. Not sure till Laxa speaks again.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, if it had made any difference with my voice, you would have noticed it. So I guess it didn't.
Ghetto zebras. I think that might be a bit louder.
I'll
Ghetto
give it a
zebras.
good boost and see if it makes any
not
difference.
Mistaken.
Right, hold on.
Laxa_barasilicase. May just need to tweak the DCS VoIP volume down slightly in options.
Yeah, it could be that. I don't want to drop my. I don't really want to drop my engine volumes, etc. If I can avoid it. Right, as I've just made a change. Hold on, let's close it. I've just made a change, Ghetto. Has that made my voice definitely louder, or is it about the same?
23. Your sound is good now, Bill.
Okay, well I'll leave that where it is and see if it makes the difference. Alright, we'll just leave that as it is now and see if it makes a difference. Right, hold on. I still haven't got a drink. Before I get started too much, I will do that. I'll do a few things like take out some of those labels. Okay, I'll do a quick circuit before I get a beer. I can probably survive.
Stage I 2023. BRB in 1 minute.
Copy, Steg, if you're there. I don't know what a triple A are firing at. Oh, I think Lexel said that they will fire other things, perhaps. Okay, I'll get started. I'll do at least a circuit.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
And as usual, I'm starting in a spit, but I'll take something else in a minute. Not sure what. Right, I've got armed. Oh good, I'll put some lights on.
Stage I 2023. Permission to taxi to runway.
Thank you. Used to do all that. Now I'm just more concerned that other people know what I'm up to. Other people in the server. I've got to watch out, there's a bomb crater up there on the right.
Stage I 2023. I always do it.
Oh, that's very good, Steg.
Underscore borosilicate. 124.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay, radio is on. Radio check.
24.
Thank you. Right, I haven't got my radio window open at the moment either, so I'll do that. Nine Spitfire 08 for takeoff. Just going to fly down to the shops and get myself a beer to bring back.
Stage I 2020.
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's shoot them who's boss.
What, you are in the Spitfire? Load up a beer barrel.
That's true, yeah. There is a beer called Spitfire. Okay, final checks and I believe I'm good, so I'm going to roll.
What Spitfire?
Sorry, I think I spoke over you. Say again?
a beer barrel of beer, Spitfire beer on a Spitfire.
Yeah, yeah. Right, I'm gonna roll. I think I need to recenter. I've got an odd view.
Stage I 2023. Short end speed takeoff.
Yeah, she wants to fly.
Stage I 2023. Let's get them.
Yeah, perhaps I'll take a ride down to where they are. No, I won't. I'm gonna get a beer, and I won't settle until I've done that. So I'll do a quick circuit or two, and then maybe land. See if I can get my landing standard back up to where it used to was, and then take off and go down to the place that we can't connect. Yeah, copy you, Undead.
Lax, small problem. The ground is harder than you realised. Hang on, you're rolling. No, come on.
There was a C-130, right? And I thought it was Nils. And I did a low pass to mess with him.
I'm used to no gear. Yeah, well, I can deal with no gear. In fact, it's actually easier to land with no gear than it is with the gear, because you bounce when you've got gear, but
So we have a dead
you don't do that when you've got no gear. If I really wanted to land smooth every time, I'd belly flop.
That's where if you're running around here anyway. No one lasts that long.
I think the problem is we've got a KC-130 carcass blocking the left or the right taxiway.
The engine sound that I'm using is Echo 19 Spitfire, but
yeah,
you might
have
need to look into that
you might
because
have to
they
utilise all
changed
your,
it.
Tokyo
Hold on,
Drift
I'm just going to
skills
come off
and break around that
124. Yeah, they changed the sound, I think, and the one you can download that actually costs small amount, tiny amount, I felt wasn't as good as the original, so I reverted back to the one that I had. This one sounds lovely. Get down.
Ghetto zebras. Yes, it does.
Flaps. Especially with the canopy slid back, it sounds absolutely gorgeous, and it should get louder as I get close to the tarmac. You listen, see if it does. There it is. Well, not perfect, but better than some of my more recent landings. I'm going to move to the north edge of the runway.
Stage I 2023. Does the sound more replace standard DCS spit sound?
Yes, it does, and you hear other spits that someone else is flying. You hear that spit like third person with that sound. Okay, I'm going to park here for a bit whilst I nip out, get myself a can. Let's put my flaps up or I'll forget.
Ghetto Zebras.
And I need to redo my trims before I take off.
Sound mods are great.
Yeah, they are. They're very good. They're very good. And say the one that I got didn't cost anything.
2023. Is it a file you replace?
You well, I've kind of forgotten how you do it now, but you copy a folder and
Ghetto
paste it into
Zebras.
certain places. Yeah.
It's quite simple. They have a video.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Ghetto. I'll leave you two chatting for a minute whilst I grab myself a can. I'm not sure which one I'm going to have yet. I'll grab myself a can and I'll be back ASAP. So if anyone wants to know, I'm in the naffy for a minute. BRB.
Stage I 2023. LOL. Ghetto Zebras. But yes, download a folder, unzip it and essentially drag it into a folder or two. Stage I 2023. Bill's getting the beers in. Stage I 2023. Don't forget the pork pie. Stage I 2023. What program language are these mods in?
I haven't got any more pork pies, Steg. What language are they in? I don't know. I don't know. And there's a slight change of plan. Oh, actually, I'm still off 1.4 at the moment, so I'll have to get back on that. There's a slight change of plan. I took my straight glass out to get myself maybe a lager with some lime and lemonade. But instead I decided I've got this one, because I'm going to have an ale, a beer. So that's more like your World War II Brit drinking jug.
Stage I 2023. I recognize it.
Yeah, and that behind me is the naffy, effectively, or the cellar. It depends on how you want to look at it.
Stage I 2023. What's 2 nights for your choice?
Proper job. It's a good bitter, and it's got a lovely, powerful hoppy smack to it. It's lovely. And this, there we are, sir. That'll be 9pence. I don't know how much it really was. 9pence probably is about right.
Cool.
Cool, but not cold. Room temperature. Cheers, good health. Whenever I get my beer in that jug, for some reason, I think of a pub, and dang it, I can't even think of the name of it. It's a pub that's very close to, and was probably used by, North Weald airfield. Like the pilots from North Weald will have used that pub quite a lot, I'm quite sure, during that time. And they would have been almost certainly using those jugs as well, rather than straight glasses. Because they're a bit more robust, I would have thought.
Stage I 2023. I think I have some like that somewhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I'm going to have a bitter, I like to do, especially if I'm flying, and especially if I'm flying a warbird, and especially if I'm flying a spit, I want to use that jug. It just feels right. So there's the objective. I'll go down there. There's 2 109s.
BRB just throwing in the Spitfire sound.
Excellent. Are you going to? Can you join us, the Ghetto? Are you able to join us here? I can't remember. Can you join us in this server? Have you? I can't remember. I'm terrible like that. I'm going to get back onto 124. Right, in case anyone was trying to get my attention, I was off 124 for a bit. I'm now back on 124.
Roger that.
Oh, no, that's not right. It's listing a whole load of stuff, and I've told it not to. So I'm talking about voice attack. Stand by. Sorry, I just want to do this again. It misbehaves now and again, and I wondered if it's because it's got a whole list of old commands. So I've told it to only list 10, but it's listing way more than that.
Stage I 2020.
124.
Roger, over, done.
Roger over overdone. Yeah. Yeah, with you on that. I'll just tell it to clear, I think. Right.
30 taking off west,
See if it
heading
works.
to Tesla.
Okay, roger that.
I'm on the north edge of the runway, Undead. I hope that's alright. You should be airborne way before you get to me anyway, I think. Might move over a bit. He's airborne. Look, that's what I get for trying to do this in third person. I don't like third person, I'm not used to it. So he's airborne, he doesn't need me out of the way anymore. Right, I'm going to get in the cockpit and make a turn around. Yeah, I just don't do third person. Occasionally I'll jump out when I'm flying, either for the sake of the viewer or just to check something on the aircraft, although of course I wouldn't normally be able to do that.
Stage I 2023. Everyone always gets in your way.
Or me in theirs, but that was alright. So I'm going to hop down to where those 120s are.
Then the 109 gang up on you.
Well, the thing is, there's only 2 of them to do that now instead of 4, so in with a better chance anyway. Right, let's adjust my trims, which I nearly forgot. Be nice if they were set to axes, but I haven't got any left because it's a slow movement when you do it with the button. Okay, lights are on, trims are set, off we jolly well go. Take the brake off first.
Stage I 2023. Did Ghetto get airborne?
I didn't see. I don't know if he's here. I don't know if he's in even.
Ghetto zebras. No loading vacuum now.
So you're in this mission, Ghetto, yeah? Oh yeah. Oh good.
Ghetto zebras. Wanted to install the Echo 19 mod winking smiley for that amazing sound.
Now, if it doesn't sound as amazing,
Stick do you fly?
let me know. Did you have to pay for that download, Ghetto, or was it the free one?
Ghetto zebras. No, I got the free one.
Okay, well hopefully that's the same as I have. it seemed that when they may have changed it, they may have corrected it now, but when I downloaded the one that costs, I don't know, about £3, it wasn't as good, so I reverted back to the version I had before. But I don't mind paying for it, it's worth it.
Stage I 2023. At Ghetto. Yes. Mostly F16 at Mo. Tried spit but have controller issues.
Oh, that's the nose up issue, isn't it, Steg? Is that the one?
Stage I 2023. Always climbs.
I'd love to get that sorted with you, because it's such a pity if you don't have if you've got issues flying the spit, which you really shouldn't have. I'd love to get that sorted, because I'm always after spit pilots joining. I can see the 109s. Sorry, that was from my stream. If I push the wrong button, it goes out generally.
Interesting. I remember now.
I'm going to go to the tail end, Charlie. I don't know if you can see them at this stage.
I have run some tests and found the hot ass is fine in the axis tests.
Then that has to be a mapping issue. It has to be. See, if we were all on, I don't know, if we joined up on Discord or something, we could share screens and we could perhaps see what's going on.
Stage I 2023. I removed all mapping.
Oh. Well, that's really odd. I don't see how that can happen, but clearly it is, but I really don't know why. And I'm really sad about that. I hate the idea of someone having a spit and not being able to use it.
Ghetto zebras. Is it your trim or flaps that you forget to set?
Yeah, because I wondered if it was like leaving the flaps down for takeoff.
Stage I 2023. Cleared everything, then just set pitch and roll. Ghetto zebras. Probably not, I imagine. It's just him trying to think of everything.
Blacked out.
Laxa_barosilicates. At stage I 2023, when you are sat in the Spitfire, and you look at tech control surfaces, are they in a neutral position or showing as if there is control input?
I'm tempted to change, but I'm enjoying the spit.
Server freeze.
Oh. I'm going in, I'll see what happens for me. Oh yeah, you're static in the air. Let's find you on the map again.
Stage 2023. Don't know if you want to get into while you're trying to fly cause it's disturbing you. All surfaces set to 0. Laxa_barasilicase. Can you look on F10 to look at the RE?
Laxor, oddly, on the map, you are static. Other things are moving, but you're static. So, is that to do with your client?
Laxa_barasilicase. Or, not sure.
No, I've not seen a situation before where client is dead. Ah, well, I've not seen a case before where one aircraft is stuck like you are. So restart of DCS.
Laxa_barasilicase. Had to task kill, totally frozen.
Oh dear.
Request rearming. Copy.
Ghetto zebras. She sounds way better now.
Excellent. You'll notice it also when they come in, which makes it more worthwhile to open the canopy when you land, because you hear that slight pickup of volume where you're getting sound reflected off the runway back at you, which you weren't getting when you were high up. So you know it encourages you to have the canopy open for takeoff or for landing mainly.
Stage 2023. Do you hear the scrape of no gear to?
Well, I don't think he's going to know that until he does a belly flop or something. I don't think he's going to want to do that just to check that, just to test that. Okay, Ghetto, have you got radio contact? I can't remember.
Ghetto zebras. That hacks D. Ghetto zebras. XD.
Radio check.
Oh, copy, Ghetto.
Gotcha.
Jolly good, jolly good. Okay, I'm just going to get started.
Stegi 2023. Love starting this.
Yeah, it's nice. Also, Steg, if you, Ghetto, if you get out of the aircraft and walk round it, just move your mouse, like mouse, so that your aircraft moves around. You get a better definition of different sounds for that as well, I think. You comfortable with takeoff, etc., Ghetto? Okay, I'm gonna roll. Oh, did I get armed? I can't remember. I think I did. Let's just check. Yeah,
Ghetto
yeah,
Zebras.
I'm armed.
Yes, still getting comfortable with consistent good landings. Been getting better at knowing where I have to be.
That's good,
Stegi
that's good.
2023. How can you tell?
How can we tell what, Steg? Sorry, I probably forgot what the conversation was. Rolling. Did you get armed, Ghetto?
Stegi 2023. About arms, but I saw you look.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I just called for reload, and if I'm already loaded, I just cancel. Unless you dynamic spawned, which I don't know if there is one for that, you can't arm, as far as I'm aware. You can't get armed from that particular parking area. You'll have to go across to where I was.
I'll do that.
Stegi 2023. Is there any ref to amount of arms in the aircraft?
No, that you don't know. All you know is you've got like 15 seconds of squeezing your trigger, and then you're out of ammo.
Stegi 2023. No counter.
Nope. What will happen is that if you're firing both 20 mils and 7.7s, what will happen is the 20 mils will run out, and it sounds different when they've run out. So then you know you're only on 7.7s, so you know that you're starting to run out of ammo. Alright, I'll put some lights on. Trims are set. Lights are on. Good to go.
Stage I 2023. Can spit carry bombs in DCS?
Yeah, the Spit can carry bombs, but not anything else. So Ghetto, when you're airborne, sort of, you get up there and you eventually close your canopy and then sort of keep yourself perhaps above the airfield by about maybe 1,000 feet or so, if that, and then slide your canopy open and just listen to that lovely, it's a little bit subtle, but you can hear like the prop wash and stuff. It sounds airy, it sounds way better than, I think, than the DCS sound.
Stage I 2023. With sound good in headset.
Yeah, well, I use earbuds when I'm flying. I've got earbuds in, so it's a bit of our sound system is a little bit complex, so we have to be careful not to change too many things at any time because we could lose it. But yeah, I use earbuds for me, and also I have it so that I'm listening to my own voice in my ears without delay. It's because I've got a separate sound card, so I'm hearing my voice in my ears without any kind of latency, so it's much more absorbing, I think, that way. The sound of the engine is right in my ears. And there's Ghetto down there.
Check.
Yep, copy Laxo.
Stage I 2023. Don't know if I told you last night. I chased an AI MiG and forced him to crash into a building when I ran out of arms.
Oh yeah, you said about that. You ran him into the ground. Like it. Well done. Economical, being economical with your bullets.
Am I clear to take off from me?
Yeah, runway is clear. I'm sorry, my last transmission was actually meant for my stream, of course. Sorry.
So good.
I think I might head down to those 109s.
Roger that. I'm just working on clearing the ground a little bit for under. Just
23.
Copy that.
Then landed with 200 lbs in tank.
I'm not sure how that relates. I'm assuming that's low fuel, isn't it? £200, I would have thought.
Stage I 2023. About 1 minute at idle LOL.
Ugh. Right, now hopefully I won't black out this time, because I went for these earlier on and made too tight a turn and blacked out, crashed. I see Ghetto at my something like 4 o'clock, that's good. You coming for a punch up with the 109s? And of course, if Ghetto's not on here but on radio, he wouldn't have heard that.
Yeah, I got the stream up as well. Just have it turned down a bit.
Oh, okay. Copy that. Oh, I see him now. They're to my 1 o'clock. Last night when I did this, I managed to get them both, which is nice.
Stage I 2023.
2-4 check.
Does your aircraft
2-4.
radio just run straight
Hey, what's
through
up?
DCS?
Hey Joe, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's purely the aircraft radio that we have in the aircraft, yeah.
Too bad.
That's nice. I'm in the high today, gonna just do some practice.
Roger that. the 109s and the A20s away from the air. They don't get shot over the airfield anymore, which means Larry and Gary can't pick up the loot boxes and restock the airfield as readily as they used to be able to. So we're now back into a situation where potentially we run out of supplies until I can make a minor change to the code where server resets will assist the stock levels of the warehouse. So it's just something you want to bear in mind, rather than going sort of full load with rockets. Just be mindful how many you're loading out, and when you realise you start getting low, just let people that do logi know, or if you do logi yourself, I don't specifically know what you do in and out. But it's just something you need to bear in mind as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I'll be taking a whole lot of rockets today. Can you do, like, how does the transport, like, logistics run the Beslin work?
You can... sorry, I just needed to set up my viewers. You there and... a dynamic cargo and bring a can back like that.
I think you kind of broke up there.
Sorry, fighting with multiple MFDs, multiple shifted button mappings and whatever else. You can take any of the helicopters down to Beslin and do dynamic cargo, or if you've got the C-130, you can use the C-130 cargo loading. Undead is currently on his way down there doing a run for the rockets that the MiG uses, which I believe are different from the ones that you use though.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing that in the Hind because I saw there was like a load and unload thing and I thought that'd be interesting.
Yeah, all of the helicopters that have internal storage now have been enabled for dynamic cargo. So the MI8, Hind, QE, I think that's it. I don't think the Gazelle's got internal.
So you basically just fly down the Beslin and you can just load whatever you need and then fly back and then unload it here?
Pretty much, yeah. You can select as much as there is to select from. Create a cargo container behind your aircraft so you build your container first and then you select the container and load it on and it will appear inside your helicopter, and then you use the unload button to place it somewhere on the airfield at Mosdok, and then it's like there's a timer that runs, and I think it's every second or so it might persist behind you when you unload it for a moment, but then it will disappear and it will update the stock quantity at Mosdok.
Okay, maybe I'll try that later.
Okay.
Is there like a limit, and like will the cargo like add weight to your chopper?
It does indeed, yes.
Okay, interesting.
Getting back from Beslin.
So I'm just following Ghetto at the moment. I want to just observe, and hopefully he can take that 109 down, and then between us we will have had them both.
Stage I 2023. Was thinking need to work out which ones are the 109 now.
Hang on, Steg. I think as a clue, I think Ghetto's got his lights on, and the 109
I
hasn't.
just collided with another Mi-24 and I took like no damage.
Shh, don't tell anyone. They'll change it.
Are you still going for him, Ghetto? Ah, yep, I just saw shots. Nice! That Ghetto's got him venting. You broke off, Ghetto.
What's that?
You broke off. Is he shown as destroyed?
I see him flying up. He's smoking.
Yeah, no. It's you seem to break off. I think I spoke over you. You seemed to break off. Well, I just wondered if he was, from your point of view, whether he was actually destroyed.
Stage I 2023. Looks like 109 is struggling.
Yeah, his engine's failed. 109 engine has failed, but chances are he will pancake and you will not get credited, so you need to shoot him and destroy him. But that's a kill, however you look at it. That's a kill. Nice. One each. Taking them out completely. Geez, I'm getting a lot of internal reflection on the canopy. I think I need to... that must that adjustment must have been lost.
I think I'm a bit low on ammo. There's a couple more coming in right now.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, okay.
109's will respawn.
Yeah, copy that. They just have.
Starting landing sequence.
Who's that to the east, northeast, taking those ground units out that got you in previous times? I see you. I didn't realise you were that close.
It's too far, I can't catch up with him. He needs to fill that space between the two yellow lines. I wasted my ammo when I was too far away. I've only got 7.7s left now. That's it. I'm out of ammo. They'll probably chase me now.
Stage I 2023. Don't know if it is intentional of the 109 design, but sometimes it looks like it's turned towards you when it's going away from you. If it is, it's a very clever idea they made.
That's all to do with silhouette. When you see something in silhouette, it's very difficult to see which part is facing you, which part is facing away. I held a hooked piece of metal in front of my eye, between me and the TV screen, which is bright, so all I could see was the silhouette of the hooked metal. I was gently turning or twisting that hook between my fingers, like turning it round in a clockwise direction, but it was possible for me to convince myself that it was turning in the opposite direction, because you can't see which part of the hooked part, you can't see if it's away from you or towards you, because it's only in silhouette. So I'm RTV at the moment, Ghetto.
Copy. I've been chasing this 109 around.
Yeah, I chased mine for a long time.
Got some hits on him, he's still up though.
Yeah, so they're both there. I'm assuming they're both still going to be able to be hostile. I'm assuming they've both got ammo, so they might gang up on you.
I need the RTV, I am low on fuel.
Copy. A valid point. I've just checked mine and I'm working my way down on the reserve tank.
I was running it real hard the whole time, trying to keep up with him.
Yeah.
Stage I 2023. Think the 109 are collecting data on your flying characteristics.
Oh, quite possibly. I mean, they can do that. I can't do that with them, but they could do that with me, I guess. For 9 RTV, I'll be coming in. I'm on long finals.
Stage I
08.
2023. I see I the more I see you fly.
I see I, the more I see you fly. Hey? I'm going way too fast, got to bleed off some speed. But I'll still be coming in on 08, I think. Yeah, coming in on 08, short finals.
Stage I 2023. I see it the more I see you flyers in how the 109 counters you.
Alright, yeah, well, are they countering me or am I just late in following them?
Sorry? Oh, rookie move. What was the learning moment? I just ran out of gas right there.
Just realised I was speaking all over the stream then, but all over the radio then. I meant to be speaking on my stream. Sorry about that.
Problem.
Well, what do? Do I rearm my Spitfire or do I shut the engine down and jump in a different aircraft? I've got another hour. I don't know what to do. Any thoughts about what I should fly?
Ghetto Zebras. Whatever you're feeling. Restream.io. Trophy congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Well, the thing is, Ghetto, I'm always happy to fly a Spit, but I feel as though for the sake of keeping my hand in on other aircraft and making it a little more interesting for the viewer, I should perhaps fly something else. Maybe I'll take a Mosquito. I'll take a Mosquito. I'm swapping aircraft, going to Mosquito, so lose comms briefly.
Roger that.
First task, open the window.
Request refueling.
Stage I 2023.
Request rearming.
Bill, can you use lower lever of the A10 stick for push to talk?
Lower lever. Are you talking about this one here that I'm now tapping my finger on? If you're talking about that one, that's the one I use for firing rockets.
Stage I 2023. Yes.
Well, I suppose you can, yeah, if you choose to use that, I suppose you can, but then on the A10, if you need another way to fire your rockets, obviously you're sorted out for that, I guess.
Complete. Rearming complete. On the starter.
Stage I 2023. Not thought of it as in a 10 but more as in F16 and spit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could do. I tend to use my throttle for those sort of things. So the buttons on my throttle I use for push to talk. Maybe, I mean, on the Spitfire, that lever there, I use that to close the canopy, because in reality I wouldn't have to look. I'd just lift my hand up behind my head and grab and close the canopy. I can't do that in reality here, so rather than try to look round and find the lever to close it, I use that lever there to close the canopy, and then I go up the top there to open it with the mouse.
Stage I 2023. Which is you push to talk?
Right, well, I have 2 push to talks and 1 push to listen. Right, the one I'm pressing down now is this one here. If you can see where I'm pressing, I'm pushing that one down for push to talk to you. And then if I want to talk to, so that on my stream, if I want to speak to the radio, if I want to go onto the radio, I push this button here downwards. So that's a push to talk down to speak on the radio, which you can also hear when I do that. So there's a bit of setting up to make that work. And then there's a push to listen, this same button that I'm pushing down. When I want to use voice attack, I tell it to listen when I push that button forward. So it's easy to sort of push wrong buttons because you've got 3. I used to have 3 different push to talks. We don't need that now. But so 2 different push to talks and 1 push to listen.
Stage I 2023. So that's the landing gear button and the autopilot button.
I don't, what you mean, I'm not sure what you mean. My landing gear button is this one here, the slider. I use that slider as my landing gear down, landing gear up.
Stage I 2023. It's marked out on the A10 throttle base.
I'm not sure what you mean. Landing gear warning. I'm seeing landing gear warning light. I'm not sure where you mean. No, I'm not sure where you mean.
Stage I 2023. It's the only 2 buttons on the bottom of the A10 throttle base.
Sorry, auto. I never look at that. I never look at that because I never use it. I don't use autopilot on the A10, so I don't use those 2 buttons because that I can't reach them. My hand is pretty much always going to be on the throttle, even if it's not on the stick. So I use that button and that button to talk to the stream or talk to the radio, which I haven't yet put on. So I'll just reply it. Yeah, copy that, Laxor. Copy me.
Yep, receiving.
Thank you. Thank you. So you got two thank yous then, because I
Radio
pushed
check- radio
my
check
stream
for me as
button.
well.
I couldn't speak to Laxor.
All clear.
I don't like to press my push to talk at the front
Roger that,
there.
Joe. I don't know if Bill responded at the same time or.
I was talking to stream. Sorry, I've missed something. Can you repeat that for me?
Sorry, Joe was just looking for a radio check, and I wasn't sure if when I gave him a check if we had spoken, but clearly not.
Oh, okay. I didn't respond.
Well, in either case, we can hear him.
Okay, cool.
Right. So, Steg. No, the buttons. I can't identify them because there's nothing written on them. It's this button here. This hat type button. I use that for my push to talk, pushing it downwards to speak to my stream. And you heard none of that because I wasn't pushing this one. So I use this front button here downwards right at the top of the throttle, and that transmits to the radio, but you also hear when I transmit on the radio.
Stegi 2023. That's the button normally for ATC contact.
Oh, okay. Which one? I just mentioned two buttons. You talking about the front one or the side one?
Stegi 2023. Side at the top.
Okay, so the side at the top, this one that I'm using now, that's what I'm using. Instead of, if you're saying that's the one to talk to ATC or whatever, this is one I use to speak to my stream.
Stegi 2023. Okay.
And I can't even see what the front button is all for. I can't remember what that's actually for, but it's this one here, the one that I'm touching with my finger. That one I push down to talk on the radio. Unless I'm in the A10. In the A10, the button I'm now pushing down to speak to you, if I want to speak on the radio, I have to pull it back towards me. So on the A10, it's different. I have to pull it back. Hello.
Atlas Rowan SE.
There's a 47.
Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Atlas. Nice to see you there. Let me just check the map. Okay, Ghetto, I see you're in a 47. Okay. Right, Ghetto, radio check. You copy? can't remember how you get the radio on the 47. Or rather how you
Ghetto
tune it.
zebras. Oh, I've got to set the bind for this plane. Ghetto
Ah.
zebras. 1 sec.
Copy that. I think I was able to use the same as on the Spitfire. But for the A10, I have to use a different button and I can't remember why.
Radio check.
Yeah, copy, copy, copy.
Oh, I just successfully picked up a Dave in between some trees. I'm happy with that.
Nice.
It's easy in the hind because you can't break your rotor off like in the Huey.
Does that mean that the hind rotors clip through it, clip through the trees, or just because the helicopter is taller?
Well, the trees weren't really the problem. There was enough distance. I almost got trapped in there, but I could kind of like taxi out of it before I took off. But like when I usually fly the Huey, I just always, I just break the rotor off.
Yeah, gotcha.
Or like recently, like I've had a couple times where the guy just doesn't get in, but this time he went right in and it was good.
Yeah, not getting in, I'm still trying to work out why that is. That only occurs under certain circumstances. We had to restart the mission earlier on, which tends to reset whatever that circumstance is, so just after a mission reset is the perfect time for CISA.
Okay, nice.
At least currently, I don't intend for there to be, I want to clear that bug off. I don't like the fact that it's there. It's just I tend to end up task switching between different things on the mission, so it's like a round robin really, whichever one is most critical at the time.
Yeah. So when you like bring these guys back, what does the morale do?
When you are pulling in cargo containers, the loot containers, as opposed to dynamic cargo, it doesn't have any effect on that, but the loot containers are affected by the morale in as much. So if a loot container is 100% health and it's got 700 whatevers on it, if morale is 100% or higher, you will get all of the cargo container. If it's below 100% or below 1, then morale will start to eat away a little bit out of the amount of resource you retrieve.
I see, okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to go for the BTRs on the bridge. I've actually put a circle, I put an orange circle on the map, down south of the airfield. I don't know, Ghetto, I don't know what you're going to be up to. You got rockets on board there?
I do.
Okay, well I'm going to go and hit the, I don't know if you fancy doing the same. I'm not very good with rockets, so the chances are, with all my rockets used, there'll still be targets for you to go for. So I'm going to go for the BTRs that are on that bridge, and then you can follow up with your rockets and probably finish them off.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think I'm good to roll. Okay, I'm going to go for it.
Stage I 2023. You can bet you're better with rockets than me, Bill.
You might have to work hard to be worse than I am with rockets. Okay, taking off.
Stage I 2023. Had a good few hour chasing mix with Erkin 120, AIM-9L and guns.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind betting though, you're way better with rockets than I am.
Stage I 2023. Rockets not so much.
We're talking dumb rockets, of course, not guided missiles.
Stage I 2023. Yeah.
I'm okay with air-to-air missiles on the A10 because they kind of do it for you.
It's a hairy takeoff.
Did you say a hairy takeoff?
Yeah, a bit sketchy.
Well, you got airborne. Okay, I'm going to head to the bridge.
Stage I 2023. I will have to come in with F-16 with rockets and guns if I can't get split working.
Yep, that's a good plan, but I really want to get you working in that spit because I'm positive you'll love it once we've sorted out the issue. And there must be an issue because it should not be doing that, especially just that one aircraft. So we will. I'm sure we will sort it out, and then you'll be in a spit, which I would love. I love the idea of people flying spits in this. Okay, I'm going to turn in a minute. Oh, hang on, that was meant for radio.
Atlas 1 SE. What is the issue he is having?
It's constantly nosing up. Whatever he does, this Spitfire noses up on takeoff. It's as if he flaps the down all the time or whatever. Trim, not sure, but it noses up. And we've mentioned various things. If you've got other ideas, give it a shot. Okay, I'm turning onto the road for the bridge.
2023. I will tell you my findings at the end of your flying today so I don't disturb your flight. Atlas 1 SE. Has he checked his dead zones?
I'll leave you to chat. Yeah, sorry, that was not meant for the radio, it was meant for the stream. I'll leave you guys to chat about that whilst I make my attack.
Stage 2023. Dead zones perfect.
Ooh, I've taken some damage there. And I think I only got, oh no, two. I've got two of them. Okay, so that's 2 BTRs destroyed, 2 remaining. I took some damage from infantry.
Stage 2023. I can level off the aircraft with the keyboard, but as soon as I touch the stick it climbs steep.
I still find that really odd. We need to get together on Discord or something and see if we can sort that out. We can't have someone who has a Spitfire and it suffers that issue. We've got to sort that out. Actually, I should have used my rockets. Hang on, that was meant for me radio.
2023. Even if I push stick down even just 1 millimeter. Atlas 1 SE. Sounds like a curves issue or dead zone.
Yeah, curves or dead zone, yeah. Oh dear, not looking, lost airspeed. I think I'm looking at now check, I'm not sure, but we have a face-off between a Russian aircraft, it looks like an A-20, and a 109 on the runway.
I even tried setting dead zones to 10 or 20, still reacts the same. Stage 2023. Have you got any rockets?
Who was that rockets message meant for, Steg? If you talk about, for me, I had rockets. I used my rockets on I used my rockets on the BTRs on the bridge. So yeah, I did have rockets and I used them before I wasn't concentrating. I lost airspeed, stalled and crashed. Can you see this? Look, we've got a standoff between two 109s and an A-20 facing each other on the, oh, it's not the runway, it's the taxiway. I would say Nalchik. It looks like Nalchik. Oh, my
Step
transmit is stuck on.
2023 is 20 AI.
Yeah, yeah, they're all AI. All of those are AI. Okay, folks, it looks as though my transmit got stuck on. So if you guys had radio issues, that would have been my fault because the radio transmit was stuck in the on position until I respawned.
No problem, sounds good.
Actually, I think it's probably because I crashed whilst I was speaking on the radio. I was announcing the fact that I had been silly not watching what I was doing, lost airspeed and stalled, and I crashed whilst I was transmitting, so maybe that's why it locked on.
Atlasra 1 SE. Stegi, have you got any key binds for trim? Might be a conflict.
124 radio check Corsair.
Yeah, copy Corsair.
Hey. I did a cold start, but then I got the radio glitch, so I just respawned hot.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Can you hear me?
Copy.
Yep, copy. Sorry, who was that? Who just wanted the radio check? Because thinking about it, I didn't recognise the voice.
Stegi 2023.
Not
I
sure.
cleared all the bindings and just set the pitch and roll controls and it still reacted to same.
And now I've got messages coming over my chat, so what I'm hearing is all conflicting, so don't worry.
Rearming complete.
Steg, you say you set the pitch and roll. Is it possible that you need to invert your pitch axis? Although you're saying when you push down, does it still climb up, or does it climb up worse when you push down, when you push forward? That's where we need to meet up on Discord or something, so that we can see your screen, we can see what's happening.
Stegi 2023. If I touch the stick just 1 millimeter in any direction, it will climb after I have leveled the flight with the keyboard. Even with dead spots set.
That's really weird. Not that it would necessarily help very much, but what stick have you got, Steg?
Angelo taking off 26 Mazdak in the Corsair.
Stegi 2023. Think someone on here said to reinstall Spit. Same a 10 setup as you.
Okay, if it's just a spit, yeah, then maybe. Sorry, I just got a radio call, but I was caught out. Can you repeat?
On the starter. Copy.
Atlas Ra1 SE. Why do you level with keyboard?
I'm sure he'll confirm, but I think he levels with the keyboard because that works, but as soon as he touches the stick, it doesn't.
Stegi 2023. Think they need to identify themselves on radio so we know who's talking.
Yeah, I try to remember that, but I don't always. But yeah, we should always start our transmissions with who we are. I tend to do that when I get to the end of the runway and I want to take off. I tell them who I am, what I'm flying, what runway I'm on, and what my intentions are. But I don't tend to think of it other times. So I should say like 49 radio check, so that at least they know it's me asking. Hey Steg, what about a mosquito then? I didn't see that, but I'm guessing that's Ghetto. Yeah, I was right. The P47.
Stegi 2023. At Atlas level with keyboard, cause as soon as I touch the stick it climbs at high rate, but then I let go of stick and level with keyboard.
I still find that really weird.
Stegi 2023 does the same when I plug in an Xbox controller.
But only on the spit.
Atlasra 1 SE. Does this happen in solo play as well, or just multiplayer?
Good point.
Stegi 2023. Yeah, just the stick.
Hang on, Steg. Are you saying it's only the stick that causes the bad issue?
Stegi 2023. Not tested that yet.
Yeah, do a test in single. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's just a way of eliminating things, isn't it?
Stegi 2023. But if I delete all the keybinds it should be okay, but still does the same.
So hang on, are we saying that you get the same problem when you use the controller, or only when you use your stick?
Stegi 2023. Both.
Right, so you get the problem only when you don't use the keyboard. So I don't know where that takes us for a moment. I'm busy thinking, but so it's only when you don't use the keyboard. When you use a controller or the stick, that's when you get the issue.
Stegi 2023. Yes.
Okay. Now this might sound silly, but oh no, I was going to say try unplugging the stick and replugging it. But if you're trying a controller as well, then that suggests obviously you've had to unplug the stick to try the controller, I guess. So you've already done that. Yeah, maybe try reinstalling the spit. Because other aircraft are okay.
Yes, done that. Flies perfect with F-16 under 10. Atlasra 1 SE. Are the stick and controller being seen at the same time?
I'm assuming you're using stick or controller, but they're not both plugged in.
Stegi 2023. No, just stick or Xbox controller.
Right, so you only have one plugged in at a time, that's okay.
Atlas Ra1 SE. Are you playing in-game flight mode? Stage I 2023. Not sure. Axis look perfect on stick.
So does it sound feasible to just try reinstalling the Steg?
Atlas Ra1 SE. Check game flight mode isn't on, mate. Atlas Ra1 SE. There is an issue with that mode.
But doesn't that mean all aircraft would be affected, Atlas?
Atlas Ra1 SE. According to the Googleizer. Atlas Ra1 SE. Just spit.
Ah, okay. Okay. That's well worth a look at then. If there is something that affects just the spit, then that is definitely well worth looking at. There you go, Stig. There's something to look at.
2023. Where is game flight mode?
I'll leave you two to chat now. I'm going to take off. Which I forgot to announce.
Atlas Ra1 SE. Options and one of the tabs. Can't remember which one.
I think it'll be the main tab. System, is it, or something?
Stage I 2023. In DCS. Atlas Ra1 SE. Roger. Stage I 2023. Cool, we'll check 2 mods.
Yeah, we've got to get you flying in that Spit, ideally in this mission, so we can fly it together. Get a few people in Spits. Let's do a little flyby with all of us in Spits. We've had one flyby with I think 4 Spits and a P-51. So yeah, that'd be good.
Back in a moment, got to go toilet. Then I will fire up DCS and check where it is for you, mate.
Excellent stuff, Atlas.
Stage I 2023. Would love to.
Yeah, it'd be great to have you here, and it'd be great to fly a bunch of, even if it's just general warbirds, you know. But ideally, what a flight of Spits! It doesn't get better than that, mate.
Stegi 2023. And it's not over busy here too, so communication would be good.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could, if there's a few people chatting, then people can go off to a different channel. Like on a Spitfire, we'd go to, say, channel B, so it'd just be us on 135 and the others would be on 124 on channel A. Not sure what's left on the bridge, but I'll go for it.
Stegi 2023. Well, I've seen a few PPL fly splits on here now, so I defo got control problems, lol.
Oh yeah, it's definitely very flyable. Okay, you need a few little hints to help you to fly it, but yeah, it's definitely very, very flyable. And it's lovely. Once you're in the air, she's beautiful. Just wasted 2 rockets there. 4 rockets, in fact. Got fired through the trees in hopes, but didn't work.
Stegi 2023. BRB 1 minute.
Copy. I can see that BTR from this direction, but probably because of the sun angle I can't see it when I come in from the other direction, so I have to go from this way. I might have to use the rockets on the infantry though. I now come in and go for the BTR with bullets. If I can see it again. Tree. Well, it's 2:30. In theory, I should be finishing now. I'm gonna get back in the spit. Oh, Ghetto's got my spit. Cheeky. Four nine radio check.
Good copy.
Thank you. Ah, they won't arm me here. I've got to move across to that area. At least I believe that's still the case.
Request rearming. Copy.
I've done this before I started the engine. Never mind.
242.
Yeah, copy Laxor.
Okay, I'm just going to do a couple of lodgy runs for cargo boxes around Mosdock. Take it up to 3 o'clock maybe.
Yeah, copy that. I'm doing alright, so I'm happy to stick around for a little while. Another 20 minutes is good. Not sure if I transmitted that. Yeah, 20 minutes is good.
Okay.
Atlas Ra1 SE. Can you trim out the spit with the stick when airborne?
Trim out with the stick. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm using the trim tabs and she's pretty much trimmed now. I'll just verify that. I'll get on a straight course and see how she flies by herself. It's not bad. Couple of tweaks on the rudder trim.
Atlas Ra1 SE. Sorry Bill, I was talking to Stegi about the spit.
Oh, sorry, okay. I thought you was asking a query generally. I thought it was a bit odd. I thought he was asking a query generally about trimming the spit. Yeah, because I suppose it's possible that the trim, the elevator trim, is set permanently fully up. But I don't think that's the case, because I've explained what I do and I feel as though he's tried doing what I do, i.e. take off with either level trim for the elevator or one division of nose down. I think he's tried it actually fully down and it still does it. But maybe it is a spit reinstall situation. Or, of course, we don't know if he's got it to game flight or whatever you said. Maybe it is set to that, which he hasn't checked yet. He'll be doing that, checking that tomorrow.
Atlas Ra1 SE. Looking to find that option, can't seem to find what people are on about.
It sounds familiar to me, but I can't think where it is. It'll be on the main system or whatever tab.
Stegi 2023. At Atlas. Sort of, but not perfect, so I level it with keyboard. If I was to tap the stick ever so gently in any direction less than 1 mm, it starts to climb steep, but then I can regain level flight with the keyboard as long as I don't touch the stick.
Just like your stick is permanently sending, but only for the Spitfire, your stick is permanently sending a climb. So even if you pull the stick back, push the stick forward, it still climbs, yeah?
Atlas Ra1 SE. Weird, sounds like a reinstall then.
Yeah, definitely weird, and the only thing I can think of now, or not think of, that I would agree with, is perhaps reinstall the spit. That's probably the last thing.
Stegi 2023. If you push stick forward it reacts properly, but if you let go it climbs.
It's almost like your flaps are permanently down, because that would probably happen if your flaps are down.
Stegi 2023. Even with nose trim fully down.
Yeah, but with nose trim fully down, but flaps also down, or at least the game thinks that your flaps are down, I think you'd get that effect like that. So maybe there's something about your install that is permanently making the Spit think that the flaps are down.
Stage I 2023. And flaps up. And on F2 view looks fine.
Yeah, but the flight model, it might graphically look okay, but if there's a corruption on the Spit install, it could be that the flight model thinks that the flaps are down, so that it reacts like that permanently. That's what I'm just wondering.
Stage I 2023. I think you could be correct.
So, two things to check. One is this flight mode thing, game
Stage
flight
I
mode, and
2023.
reinstall the Spit if necessary.
Need to reinstall to test it.
Yeah, we'll check that game flight mode first, because you might not have to reinstall. If you check the flight mode, when we find out where that is, what it is, check that first, and it could be that all you got to do is change that and it will save the reinstall, maybe.
Stage I 2023. Think it just simplifies flight for novices. Atlas 1 SE. I would go straight to reinstall, as I can't find the game flight mode option within DCS.
Oh well then, yeah, I agree. Go straight for a reinstall of the Spit.
Stage I 2023. Something to try.
The next stage after that, if that doesn't work, is contact Eagle Data Support. Eagle Dynamics, I mean.
Atlas 1 SE. Are you on Steam version? Stage I 2023. Yes, Steam.
Ah, don't know about that.
Stage I 2023. Bill, yours not Steam.
No, it's not. Actually, I thought on the Spitfire it said not compatible with
Yes, Stage I would
Steam.
love to have you with us, buddy.
Does anyone else remember that? I mean, if someone's not actually flying and can have a look at the shop, I thought that with the Spit it said not compatible with Steam. So maybe it's because you have to access it a different way. I'm a bit dumb when it comes to Steam.
Atlas 1 SE. Ah, this is the issue. Steam is the game flight mode issue looking at Google.
Steam has game flight mode. Okay.
Stage I 2023. Still loads it as a DCS module and runs in DCS. Atlas 1 SE. Maybe a Steam option.
Yeah, I'm out of my depth when it comes to Steam. I don't know about that.
Atlas R1 SE. I have standalone DCS non-Steam. Stage I 2023. There is different controller options within Steam apart from DCS.
Ah. I don't know how silly this might sound, but what about swapping over from the Steam, from Steam to non-Steam, direct, sort of straightforward DCS? That's probably a silly idea, because I don't know about it.
If I was you, Stage I would swap.
But Atlas, you mean swap away from Steam?
Atlas R1 SE. Go standalone option, Steam case issues. Stage I 2023. Think there's a license issue if you bought through Steam, not DCS. Stage I 2023. Could be wrong.
What license for the aircraft, you mean?
Atlas R1 SE. Did you go through Steam to fly VR?
Check Air Joe.
Hey Joe, copy.
Hey.
Stage I 2023. Not sure the license is the same through DCS as the license issued from Steam. Can't remember which way round it goes.
49, turn in base for landing on 08 Spitfire, Bill.
Check.
Yeah, copy.
Stage I 2023. I don't use VR, just head track. Stegi 2023. I think if you buy the main flight module from DCS Direct, the license is different to Steam.
Not sure how you get over that one then. Probably Atlas is best to talk about that. He knows about Steam, but I don't. I'm daft when it comes to Steam. Okay, folks. For anyone copying me, it's just gone 3 o'clock AM for me, so I'm thinking I'm going to fold soon, if not now.
Still think it's a module error.
Worth reinstalling.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing similar. I'm just going to try and get one more container and then I'll probably call it as well.
Yeah, copy that. I might just view for a little while.
Okay, well, in theory it should be very slow and very sedate.
Yep.
Stegi 2023. Bill, where did you download your DCS from?
I don't know. I might have just gone to the DCS site and downloaded it from there. To be honest, it's a long time ago, and I can't remember the details of it, but it's certainly not Steam anyway. I reckon if you Google download DCS, you'll get the answer there.
Stegi 2023. Cause I think DCS is American.
Oh, I thought it was Russian. Axel, copy.
Roger.
Is DCS American or Russian?
The underlying core code is Russian. It is registered to a Swiss company registry, although they have, I believe, developers all over the place, and they do have some Russian developers.
Okay, so there you are, Steg. That along with Atlas, does that info help?
Hopefully you got that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was just relating that to Steggy on my stream here. He's the one that's got the issues with the climbing, permanent nose up.
Yeah, I was just talking to Atlas about that. It's although I've been sort of keeping my eye on the conversation a little bit, I wasn't able to follow all of it, but it sort of suggests to me something to do with the curves maybe, and if the control surfaces are neutral when the stick is neutral, then maybe when he's moving the stick, the control surface input is being multiplied, or it's more aggressive than you would anticipate. So maybe adding a curvature of 15 or so to the to the pitch axes, that might dampen out the input a little bit to get used to it, and then you can sort of tweak per circumstance after that.
Yeah, but we're also considering the possibility that his Spitfire module is corrupt, so that when he flies, the module thinks, although it's not showing graphically, the module thinks he's got his flaps permanently down.
Those on the nose in the Spitfire go down when the flaps are down there.
When you take off, if you take off with flaps down, it noses up, and I think that's a lot of his issue, because you've got to take off before you can fly. So I think a lot of his issue is that.
Stage I 2023. Nose up.
Well, if it's on Steam, that's an easy enough thing to do. Just do a game verify.
Did you catch that, Steggy? Okay, just passing that on. Did you get that, Steggy? Do a game verify?
I just did a run on the insurgency area and I had 6 JDAMs and I just killed like everything in one pass.
Apparently Steggy has done a game verify. Sorry, I might have walked all over you then. Apparently Steggy has done a game verify.
In that case, yeah, maybe if the game verify is not up as anything's wrong with the files, then that would suggest it is not corrupt. When I was talking to Atlas, was maybe saying that because it's Steam there's an issue, but I think Warhawk has got the Spitfire and he's on Steam and he does not have that issue. So I'd definitely have a look at the curvature on the axes, and even if it's set to 0 and everything looks great, in the short term, maybe it's not a long-term fix, but in the short term, just to get in the air, utilize the curvature and put that to like a positive 13, positive 15, because then that might, if it is the flaps, you would notice it because of the speed. And although I'm not saying it isn't the flaps, without taking off and getting an idea of how fast you're flying, then who knows what the flaps are doing. But if you get in the air and your speed is consistent for a boost 8 with 2700 on the RPM, then that would imply the flaps are not down, and then you can just use the curvature to maybe just tone down the input of the controls.
Sorry to interrupt here, but I was on Steam and I had to spit, but I think if you just put a curve, that should probably help you out, but maybe it's something else, I don't know.
100 miles per hour.
Well, a lot of the modules do benefit from a slight curve, certainly when you first pick them up, but then you just tweak that down as you get used to the module.
Yeah, I always put a pretty significant curve just to help, and then maybe a little bit of a dead zone, because the H56 can be a little bit weird.
Okay, so Steg is saying that he flies level at 200 miles an hour, and it'll fly okay with keyboard, but as soon as he touches the stick in any direction, it noses up.
Yeah, so that kind of sounds like I'd put a curvature of 15 on the pitch axis, and as Air Joe was saying, maybe a dead zone on the pitch axis as well, maybe a 3, just to neutralise out the sensitivity around 0.
Copy that. Once again I'll check that Steggy has got that. Okay, so Steggy, did you copy all that?
Stage I 2023. Done dead zones of 10 on pitch and roll and it still climbs.
Okay, I'll relate that. Stand by. Steg says done. Dead zones of 10 on pitch and roll and it still climbs.
Yeah, but the dead zone is just leveling out any sensitivity around stick dead center. So you want to apply a curvature on the pitch of about 15.
Okay, stand by. Okay, did you get that one, Steg? So apply a curvature of about 15. I suppose I'm not sure exactly what he means there.
2023. Just the pitch.
To start with, I would say, yeah, just the pitch. Lexor is saying is if you've done a test of some sort on Steam and it's not thrown anything out, that suggests that the module isn't at fault.
The question there about just the pitch. Potentially yes, but even I know you're saying it doesn't matter what you do with the stick, in any direction it goes nose up. Change one thing at a time rather than half dozen things, because then otherwise you never know which made the difference.
Yeah.
Stitch I 2023. Got that.
Hopefully we will look forward to seeing you in the server and flying in formation without having to try and push your nose down.
Also, I would presume that if you're on the ground, because you don't need to fly to test this, if you're on the ground and you hit W, I presume W is your pitch up, then you're going to get a full deflection on your elevators. If you then touch the stick, do you also see full deflection on the elevators?
So there you are, Stig. If you got that, I can relay your message, or Lexor might be looking at the chat now. Are you looking at the chat now, Lexor?
On and off. Yeah, I can sort of glance over it now and again. I see it there.
Yeah, copy. Because obviously Steg is hearing what you're saying on the stream.
Yeah, sure.
Last message, got that. I.e. the things you were just saying.
Newly added as opposed to already there. From the curvature perspective, I know you're saying that already had the dead zone.
I think you might have fallen off your key there, and I also might have been speaking over your first part. I didn't push the right button. I think I might have spoken over you then, and yeah, I think you might have fallen off your key at the end as well.
I see that I presume that was either meaning confirming that he had just done it, therefore about to be tested, or confirming that it was there already.
23. I can only fly it in free flight at the moment.
Okay, yeah, I would don't do free flight. Just spawn in on a cold start. You don't cold and dark, because you don't need power to test the control surfaces.
Stand by. I'm just going to read last message.
Stitch I 2023. Okay.
Right, so Steg says okay, but his previous message to that was I can only fly in free flight at the moment. The movement of the stick seems to sync perfect to the graphical movement of the control surfaces.
Right, okay. But I would definitely compare. So with the curvature in place and a cold dark start, pressing W is going to give you a full deflection, S is going to give you a full opposite deflection, so that that gives you your min maxes for your sink and lift. Then if you just with the curvature at 15, positive 15, not negative 15, then very slowly move the stick forward or backwards, and look at how the elevator travels. Is it a consistent, smooth increment, or does it start off slow, which in theory it should now because you put the curvature on, and then basically snap to 100%. In fact, if with a curvature, doesn't that? No. So you should see a very slow movement, very close to center, and then it would be an accelerated or multiplied movement as it goes towards the stick extreme.
Actually, I'll come in on that as well. A point you mentioned was move the stick very slowly or very gently. Bear in mind, Steg, that the Spitfire was known to be extremely sensitive. Like, you only had to think which way you wanted to go and it would do it. So if is it possible that, although you said it's what, a 1 millimeter movement causes an issue? Am I remembering that right? 1 millimeter move of the stick causes you to nose up violently? Is that right?
Stage I 2023.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so even a 1 millimeter movement, it's not just to do with the spit being sensitive, because even a 1 millimeter move of the stick, he's got the same as me. 1 millimeter movement of the stick causes it to violently nose up.
But that was before the curvature. That was before adding a curvature.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've got a wildly effective curvature, and mine's alright.
No, but if you take off your curvature, then it will make a fair amount of difference, right?
I'll go and take a look at what I've got.
Stage I 2023. Pitch.
That's what I have for pitch. Yeah, my curvature's 13.
23. Same as mine.
Oh, right, okay. Come off this screen. Yeah, Lexor, I've just brought my settings up for Steg to look at, and what I have for pitch, he has the same settings.
Oh, I don't think I have the curve.
Ah, wait, he says he thinks it doesn't have the curve. Hold on, let me go back.
Yeah, see, without that curve, the stick on the Spitfire is going to be really sensitive. Much more so than an F-14 or whatever it is that you was flying. I can't remember what the other module says.
Yeah, because he's using a stick that's like 8 inches high, as opposed to the stick of the Spitfire is actually more like 23.
2023. Think my curve is about 5.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on a minute.
I thought you'd already changed that to 15, but yeah, I would set that at 15, personally.
His curve is 5, he says. I'm not sure. Does that make it more straight or more curved? I'm not sure which way it goes.
Well, it starts at 0, so I would put it up to a positive 15.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. I had to play around with the curve and shit like that. It's
Yeah,
really
it's one of those
sensitive.
things where if you rush into it, it will cause you a load of problems, but it also takes you absolutely ages to fine tune it just the way you like it. The 15 is or like between 12 and 15 is a pretty good starter area that will give you a lot more stability in the short term, but then
Stage
you've got the opportunity to fine tune it for your preference over the long term.
We'll show the curve again.
Yeah,
I
mine
will
is 13. I'm going to go back to my settings, which means I won't be able to speak to you, but I'm going to go back to my settings for Steg. Mine is 13.
Well, I would say Steg, just outright just set it to 15. Don't worry about the pictures. Don't worry, because Bill have tuned it to a certain extent for his preference.
I did the wrong one.
But if you've got the dead zone set as it is at 10, that's quite big. I'd reduce that a little bit probably. But the curvature is your point of focus, unless you've been fiddling with other things.
Right, so there's no invert. It's not set as a slider. It's not a user curve. It's set at curvature's 13. Saturation is 50. Okay, that's the other thing. Saturation 50, curvature 13. I haven't got a dead zone on mine, and it all flies as you've seen. It flies okay. Have you got your picture?
Stage I 2023. Cool.
Right, so we can only cross our fingers now. Make it so, and see if it works. Okay folks, it's approaching 3:30 as usual, so I'm going to fold and catch you all perhaps next Friday.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to probably do the same.
Copy that. Okay, for those that are listening, I know Joe's out there. Okay Joe, take care, catch you next Friday, and Steg, thanks for being here.
Stage I
Thanks
2023.
to Atlas.
Bye for now, TNX, for all help.
That's alright, that's what we do here, you see, that's what we do. It's not only for you. I'm helping you because I want you in a spit. So it's not just for you, it's for me being selfish, wanting you in a spit. But there you go, it's both. So that's what we do. We help each other and we enjoy ourselves here. We have fun. Okay, take care everybody. I'm away. So TTFN.
Yeah, oops, take.
Take your guys.
Steg, are you I'm just thinking of a way of messaging. Are you on Facebook?
Ghetto Zebras. Take care Bill, thanks for the stream. Got myself a very nice landing at the end.
Oh, excellent. That's good to hear, Ghetto. Good to hear. And it's nice to know it's working so well. And we'll get Steg going as well. We'll get him flying, landing, etc. That'll be good. I'm not sure if he's still there. Steg, you still copy? He might have gone now because I said I was going. Okay, well I think
Ghetto
Stig.
zebras.
Oh, hang on.
Catch your next time as well, Laxa.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Lexor's still on here. Or I'm not sure. I don't think Steg's on here anymore at the moment. So I was just saying, if he's on, we need to be out of contact, because I won't be flying again until Friday. But I would be interested in how he's getting on with it. So if he was on Facebook, I was going to say we could link up on there, and he can let me know how he's getting on.
Ghetto zebras. Well, try to get M sorted. Honestly, it was very sensitive for me when I started. He might not be used to it coming from the newer jets. Ghetto zebras. It's how it was for me.
Yeah, well, also, as I said to Lex a
Ghetto
little while ago,
zebras. You almost question, is it really this sensitive?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, you have to bear in mind, as I say, that he's working on the same stick as I've got. So we're talking about this sort of size stick. The Spitfire had like 23-inch stick. So this amount of movement on a Spitfire stick, it works out to a big movement on this one, or rather a small amount of movement on this works out as a big movement on the Spitfire. So there's that to it as well. So you hear like Spitfire pilots of the time, they would say like you didn't get in a Spit, you wore it, and you didn't have to really think too much, or you didn't have to do too much to make it fly. You just thought which way you wanted to go, and it went there, because that's how little it needed in the way of movement.
Ghetto zebras. That's very true. I won't keep you hanging, Bill. Take care and catch you next time.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you had a good landing there, Ghetto. That was makes it many things worthwhile. Okay, take care, mate. Catch you perhaps next weekend. Take care, mate. TTFN.
Ghetto zebras. Me too. Catch ya.